Ladies and gentlemen, transforming Times Square into the Emperor's Court of Chang'an City, the ancient Tang Dynasty capital of China, we bring you new Tang Dynasty Television's 6th International Chinese Culinary Competition!
各位好，欢迎来到第6届新唐人全世界中国菜厨技大赛比赛现场。
From the mountains of the northeast of China to the shores of Canton's coastline, the 5 major regional Chinese cuisines we're going to present to you today represent the most vibrant, the most delicious, and the most sophisticated cuisines on the planet.
中国饮食讲究以味为核心，以养生为目的。本次大赛的5大菜系就是中华美食中最具代表性的菜系。
And over the 5,000 years of Chinese civilization, only the finest of chefs who had mastered the balance of aroma, flavor, and nutrition would be selected by the Emperor's Court.
今天在这里，您将亲眼目睹来自世界各地的顶级厨师们现场烹饪最传统、最正宗的中国菜。
And today, after rigorous preliminary qualifications, master chefs from around the world are gathered here in New York City, Times Square, to compete for the esteemed title, the Emperor's Chef.
今天来到时代广场的厨师们是从不同地区激烈的初赛中脱颖而出的，每一个菜系的3位厨师将竞争那一菜系的金奖。
Hello and welcome. My name is Kian. Welcome, my lovely co-host here is Jenny Chan. Can you believe we're back here again in Times Square?
It's an amazing, Kian. Greetings, New York. Greetings, everyone.
Now, who will be crowned NTD's Emperor Chef Battle Canton? Let's meet the contestants.
下面这一轮是广东菜的比赛，我们先来认识一下这一轮比赛的3位选手。
NTD's 6th International Chinese Culinary Competition Finals. 3 contestants in the Cantonese cuisine category made it to the final round of NTD's 6th International Chinese Culinary Competition. They are Chef Yuen Kwok Fai from Canada, Chef Chu Rong Hong from Canada, Chef Oh Chow Won from the US. Chef Yuen Kwok Fai has about 40 years of culinary experience and was an apprentice to the renowned culinary master Wu Yong Zhao in Toronto. Yuen Kwok Fai is a well-rounded chef who specializes in cooking abalone, ginseng, and other delicate ingredients, as well as roasted meat. Yuen Kwok Fai is currently an executive chef of Toronto's famous Bai Fu restaurant. Chef Chu Rong Hong from Canada. Chu Rong Hong is an award-winning chef with extensive culinary experience. He has won 3 Eat Smart Awards in Canada, the title of Distinguished Cantonese Cuisine Master Chef in Markham, Canada, and is the recipient of a 2014 Consumer Choice Award. Chef Chu Rong Hong is now the executive chef of Elegant Chinese Cuisine Restaurant in Markham, Canada. Chef Oh Chow Won from the US. Chef Oh Chow Won has over 24 years of culinary experience, working as the executive chef in many restaurants in China. Oh Chow Won won an Honorable Mention Award in NTD's 4th International Chinese Culinary Competition. He is currently the executive chef of a restaurant in Long Island, New York.
And please welcome again our first contestant for Battle Canton, Master Chef Yuen Kwok Fai from Canada.
这一位是来自加拿大的袁国辉大厨。袁国辉大厨您好。
好，大家好。
您今天在时代广场比赛心情如何？是紧张还是很兴奋？
紧张。
Well, I asked the Chef Yuan, how does he feel today? Is he excited or nervous? He said he's a little bit nervous. Good luck.
And our second contestant, Master Chef Chu Rong Hong from Canada.
这一位是来自加拿大的屈汝雄大厨。大厨您好。
你好，大家好。
我想问一下，您就是在户外做这个比赛和在户内来做比赛，有什么特别的不同或者难度吗？
有很大的分别啊。
首先在这个时代广场这么多人的地方，这么繁星的地方，我感到很荣幸，所以就心情都比较紧张了。
Well, I asked the chef Chu if there's any particular difference cooking outdoor versus indoor. He said, of course. And the number one is that cooking at Times Square, he does feel a bit nervous.
还有来参加这个比赛，既兴奋又紧张。
He's both excited and nervous. 祝你比出好成绩。
谢谢。
And our final contestant for Battle Canton, please welcome our very own from Long Island, New York, Simon O.
这位是来自纽约长岛的欧超文，欧超文大厨您好。想问一下，您曾经参加过新唐人第4届厨技大赛，那么这一次参赛心情有什么不同吗？
这次比较有点紧张，因为上次好像很多同行在，这次好像很少。 只有3个。
Okay, so I asked Chef O, well, he has attended the 4th NTD culinary competition before. So this time, how does he feel differently? Well, he said this time because there are fewer finalists. Well, last time we had, more finalists from around the world. This time only 3, so he does feel a bit more nervous. 我祝您能够赢得这场比赛。
谢谢。
Okay, well, thank you. 我们感谢我们的3位大厨，现在他们要去准备了。
And wish them all the very best. Thank you, 谢谢。And next, warmly welcome our verifiable pantheon of culinary giants, our Master Chef judges.
下面我们认识一下本次大赛的3位评委。第一位是曲运强先生，是新唐人厨技大赛的评委主席。
Serving as head judge of NTD's international culinary competition since 2008, from a lineage of famed master chefs, please welcome our Master Chef Ch'Chu. Give him a warm applause.
第二位是来自加拿大的杨怡女士，她曾经在北京的顶级餐厅任厨多年。
Our next judge worked as the most prestigious restaurants in Beijing for over 20 years, including Beijing Hotel, a resident of Canada. Please welcome Master Chef Tika Yang.
第3位评委是张华先生，他曾在09年新唐人厨技大赛获得金奖。
Our third judge is none other than the gold prize winner of our 2009 International Chinese Culinary Competition, Hua Zhang.
我们也欢迎今天这一轮比赛的嘉宾评委，来自加拿大多伦多的 Kristen Cushion。
Finally, as the host of the Food Network's flagship series, Christine Cushing, live with a recent program on the Oprah Winfrey Network, Fearless in the Kitchen. From Toronto, Canada, please welcome guest judge, celebrity chef, Christine Cushing. And now, Jenny, let's take a look at 2 required secret dishes for Battle Canton.
下面我们要揭晓这一轮比赛的2道指定菜。
And they are
第一道是
egg white sauteed with milk.
炒鲜奶，
And my very favorite sweet and sour pork.
第2道是古老肉。这2道都是非常典型的广东菜。
So, whose cuisine shall reign supreme? Who will be crowned NTD's 6th Emperor Chef Battle Canton? Contestants, it's time to fire up your woks as we heat up for Battle Canton. Let's sound the gong. And they're off.
比赛开始。
Light, but not tasteless. Fresh, but not vulgar. Tender, but not raw. Moist, but not greasy. This is the taste of traditional Cantonese food. Canton, or Guangdong Province, has been a major trading port since the Ming Dynasty in the 14th century AD. The subtropical climate and year-round availability of meat, fish, and produce led to a fetish of freshness and exotic ingredients. Another feature of Cantonese cuisine is complicated recipes with many steps. But the seasoning is generally light and never overpowers the fresh, natural taste of the food itself. Dried and preserved ingredients, however, are often used along with fresh meats and vegetables to add a depth of flavor. Traditional Cantonese dishes include steamed groper, beef with oyster sauce, and red braised sea cucumbers.
Welcome back to NTD Television 6 International Chinese Culinary Competition. Live from Times Square. My name is Kian Wong, and with me here is my awesome co-host Dan Chen. How you doing, Dan?
I'm doing fantastic, Kian. It is amazing to be here. This is my second time in a row, and I am so excited.
Absolutely. So the first final is Battle Canton, 40 minutes of high-packed tension as we see these master chefs from around the world compete for Emperor's Chef title. Now, Dan, I'm totally biased. I love Cantonese food. I grew up eating it. I'm Cantonese, so I'm totally biased. So can't wait to see the action unfold. What's happening?
Absolutely. Well, one thing to know about Cantonese cuisine, guys, that it is probably the most healthiest. They emphasize the health and the natural flavor of the food. So you're going to see a lot of light sauteing, things that are going to be cooked for a short amount of time to bring out the essence of its flavor. So today, like you mentioned, we have these two awesome required dishes, and I see that Chef O is already starting to prepare his bell peppers. I imagine that's going to be with the sweet and sour pork.
Absolutely, can't wait for that. And although we are highlighting 5 regional Chinese cuisines in this competition, Americans are actually most familiar with, of course, Cantonese food. There was an influx of tens of thousands of Cantonese immigrants in the US about 100 years ago that built the majority of the Chinatowns that we know and love today.
Yes, with that said, we are primarily familiar with the Americanized version of Cantonese food, but traditional Cantonese cuisines, as we've talked about, is much lighter, slightly sweet, tender, abundance of seafood. It's very fresh and emphasizes the flavor of the food in its most natural state.
Absolutely, and this Cantonese cuisine region is located in the southern subtropical coast of China, and that's why there's a ton of fresh seafood, all different types of veggies, and traditional cuisine highlights these natural flavors of these fresh ingredients.
Absolutely. Well, over at Chef Chu this morning, he's already starting to prepare the pork. Same with Chef Yuan over there. They're both taking care of the pork. Now, the Cantonese cuisine, these two required dishes, they're not looking so much about the knife skills as we're going to look at the other dishes, but what we're looking for really is the chef's ability to control the heat, or in Chinese, that is, the ho-ho. That's right.
Yeah. Right now, it looks like sweet and sour pork's on the menu, guys. It's going to be delicious.
All right, well,
what's it going to be like? What's a really good sweet and sour pork?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Kian, because I think a really good sweet and sour pork, the crispiness of the pork is got to be key, right? It's got to be crispy on the outside, yet tender on the inside. Now, the way to achieve that actually is to fry it multiple times.
Yeah, this is multiply fried pork. Yeah, pieces. It's going to be awesome.
Absolutely. And then, of course, sweet and sour is in the name of the dish. The sauce. Now, a lot of times when you just kind of go around the corner to your everyday takeout place, it's either really sour or really sweet.
It's all about the balance, right?
Exactly, exactly. You know, a really good sweet and sour sauce should be starting out sour to open up the appetite.
White vinegar, right?
Absolutely.
White vinegar.
But then it should end with a sweet aftertaste.
Absolutely. You can use tomato sauce, you can use a little bit of sugar, or even Worcestershire sauce, or even these hawthorn berry ingredients as well.
That's right. Well, Chef O now is preparing some bok choy. Be interested to see what he's going to use that with. Probably his sweet and sour pork dish. Chef Yuan is now cutting up his bell peppers over at station number 2. Look at that. Very nice.
Looks like they're all attacking the sweet and sour pork initially and doing the trickiest one down the road, which is the fried milk. Not easy at all.
I don't know if I think in the previous years, the fried milk has given the chefs quite a bit of difficulties. So me personally, I'd probably tackle it first, but hey, I'm not a world-class chef.
These guys are pretty confident, obviously.
Exactly.
Look at these knife skills right now. The capsicum or the red pepper, as the green pepper, I beg your pardon. It's pretty cool. I mean, these guys know their stuff.
Definitely. It's funny because you're from Australia, Keon, and whenever you say capsicum...
Yeah, we call it capsicum in down under Aussie land.
Took me a while to get used to that, you know?
I know. Green pepper makes sense, doesn't it?
Well, this is great. Chef O in station number 1, he's preparing...
Yeah, all from the United States. He has an interesting background. I mean, 24 years. You know, he actually won an honorable mention 2 years ago, I beg your pardon. He's currently executive chef at a restaurant in Long Island. Let's go, local boy. And then cooking station number 2 from Canada. He's won a whole bunch of Smart Awards, eating awards, and currently is an executive chef at the Elegant Chinese Cuisine restaurant in Markham, Canada.
Yeah, actually, I was reading that his specialty is abalone. And you know, abalone is a really, really hard dish to cook right because most of the time it's overcooked. And abalone, it's never from fresh abalone, it's always dried, so you have to actually submerge it in water to get it to be able to be soft.
It really is a delicacy. Now, Western chefs use a plethora of knives and cooking utensils, each specialized for a different purpose. You know, you've seen those infomercials, buy one, get 12 free. In Chinese tradition, they only use one knife. They use this massive, heavy, sharp, white cleaver.
That's it. It is used to do everything, guys. Finely sliced and diced vegetables, as you guys are seeing here. It is also wide, though, so after you dice it, you can scoop up the ingredients and add it to the wok directly. The same knife is also used to slice, dice, mince, shred, roll cut, debone, tenderize, crush, you name it.
They do everything. Here's a video on some of these amazing techniques. Welcome back to NTD's 6th International Chinese Culinary Competition. The heat is on. Cooking station number 1, Chef O from United States is preparing his sweet and sour pork. Cooking station number 2, Chef Yuan from Canada is preparing his probably his chao xian, his fried milk at the moment.
There's the milk.
Brought his milk out. Cooking station number 3 is still chopping away those green peppers.
All right. Now, Chef O, now you can see he's tenderizing the meat with his hands and also seasoning it. It's good. You can see that it's a very good mixture and cut of pork. It's half tender and half fatty. It's going to be a great flavor.
They're going to be adding some cornstarch to that to really get that fried up nicely.
Definitely.
Oh,
I can't wait until they start firing up the woks.
I know. These 100,000 BTU woks are phenomenal. These aren't your average home woks and average home...
No, they're not. No, they're not.
It's amazing stuff.
All right, well, we've got Chef Yuan. He's about to get some wok action going here.
Yeah, look at those flames. He's cleaning out the wok here just quickly. Some bamboo. Can't wait. Oh, he's...
Now, in this round, we're not going to see a whole lot of the trinity of Chinese cooking as we are in the other round, but you're going to see some.
Yeah,
you know,
many of you foodies may have heard the terms such as the holy trinity, the mirepoix, or the soft frito, and these are referring to the 3 ingredients that represent the base of a national cuisine.
That's right. Each trinity of herbs or vegetables is usually chopped finely and sautéed together in oil or butter to release their flavor. For example, in French cuisine, the trinity is onions, carrots, and celery.
These guys, you might have noticed, have been using the Chinese trinity of scallions, garlic, and ginger virtually for every dish, you'll notice.
That's right. All right. Well, look at this grand scene here at Times Square. This is such an amazing experience, Keon.
Wow, 10 minutes have gone already. Now let's take a moment to head over to Food Paradise's CC Lee is mingling with our Times Square.
Hello everyone out there, 观众朋友大家好，在我身边呢是我的新的朋友吉恩，他是从韩国来的。How are you doing today?
Oh, it's good.
Yeah, what do you think about today's competition?
Oh, it's a little bit similar with Korean culture. And it's unique
得说今天大赛非常的特别，而且跟这个韩国的这个饮食文化呢非常的相似。So, do you like Chinese food?
Yes, I usually eat Chinese food in Korea.
So, what do you like about Chinese food?
Name?
What do you like about Chinese food? 你喜欢中国菜的什么东西？
It's health, and I don't know the exact name, but I think Chinese food like vegetable is health for me.
他觉得说呢，中国菜跟韩国菜很像，都非常的健康。Okay, thank you so much. Let's get back to you guys.
Welcome back to Taste Asia's NTD 6 International Chinese Culinary Competition. It's Battle Canton, Dan.
All right, Chef Yun has started the wok already.
Oh,
so he's the first one to fire it up and start cooking.
I love these, these huge woks. I wish we had these huge woks at home. It'd be a lot easier to cook our Chinese dishes, wouldn't it?
I'll tell you what, though, if you had this at home, Kian, you're going to need quite the exhaust system because, I mean, the level of flames that's produced just far outweighs even most Western commercial kitchens.
Oh, absolutely. That's why it's actually very healthy, even though you might see it, there's a lot of oil there, but they flash fry it so quickly, it doesn't really absorb much of the oil, but gets it crispy, which is what we want for the sweet and sour pork.
That's absolutely right.
Now, you've probably noticed Times Square has transformed into something slightly different than you normally see. It's the ancient Tang Dynasty capital of China called Chang'an.
That's right. Notice the orange theme, everybody. The traditional attire and the elaborate cooking stations. They're inspired by the pagodas of China's Tang Dynasty.
Absolutely, and over 1,200 years ago, during the height of the Tang Dynasty, Chang'an was the ultimate destination of the Silk Road.
People from all over the world flocked to the city, not only to trade, but to view the latest arts and fashions. They were there to see and to be seen, creating the most amazing cosmopolitan city of the times.
Just like New York City. Let's take a look at a short video about Chang'an. And welcome back. Cooking station number 1. Simon Orr from United States just finished blending his milk and egg mixture into the wok. Cooking station number 2 is frying that sweet and sour pork real good. And cooking station number 3 with Chef Chu, Canada, he's mixing up his sauce properly for the milk one right now.
This is my favorite part of the competition, Kian. This is where things are starting to go down. The ammunition's prepared and the war is just beginning. Chef Yun, now you can see the beauty of frying up. Now, we were talking about before, right? Deep frying, usually it's people consider not too healthy, but in the traditional Chinese style, the things are fried very fast, which actually preserves a lot of the nutrition of the dish.
This has got to be one of my favorite dishes, sweet and sour pork. You can sweet and sour anything and I'll eat it.
Yeah, and now, like we were saying before with Cantonese cuisine, it's essential that the chef controls the heat. And we don't mean just sauteing, but, oh, by the way, I can smell the oil.
Can you smell that right now?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, bring it on.
Love it,
Bring it on. Oh, that sweet and sour is fantastic.
That's
really
right.
Gets your appetite going.
Definitely. Well, actually, Chef Chu this morning, you can see he's mixing up his egg mixture. So the egg mixture is very essential to preparing the egg dish because you want to get the proportion of milk to egg whites correct.
Absolutely. We're talking about almost like a 1-to-1 sort of level there. You don't have too much milk, otherwise it's overpowering. You don't get the really sort of...
All right, now Chef O, you can see he's stirring the oil, waiting it to get to that perfect optimal frying temperature. That's also another exhibit of controlling the heat as well. I mean, these guys, you can see they're not using thermometers, so it's all by intuition, instinct, and experience. Okay, here we go now. He is starting to drop
he's frying those pork bits that he chopped up earlier. And he actually mixed it with a blend of, I guess, a mixture of some of that sauce with egg white, starch, a little bit of wine as well to get that really
notice
nice
how
and crispy.
He's plopping it in one by one. That's different from throwing it in all at once, of course. So very different techniques.
Absolutely. Now, the famous Taoist Lao Tzu once said, "Man follows the earth follows the heavens, and the heaven follows the Tao, and the Tao follows nature." And the Tao literally means the way. It can be understood the natural principles guiding the material universe, which kind of guides human behavior. And throughout lives, we exchange matter with nature. We kind of are what we eat, right? And ancient Chinese people long held this appreciation, you could say, of the Tao and incorporating the principles, Dan, of like truthfulness and goodness in the diet.
That's right, Kia. Lao Tzu also once said that governing a big country is actually like cooking a small dish. Cooking is complicated and many factors need to be balanced and prepared well to effectively please everyone at the table. Similar principles are encompassed in governing a country, I imagine.
Couldn't agree more. Wish our presidents and governors would learn how to cook a small fish well.
Absolutely.
Right now,
beautiful. Let's go over to Chef O. Look at that. All the pork is dropped in and it's just simmering there in the oil. Looks like it's going to have the perfect coat of crispy skin.
Now, they need to have this proper non-stick wok to get this working really well. As you can see, one of the most unique aspects of traditional Chinese cuisine is the wok. Now, today you'll find many woks are made of Teflon and all this other non-stick stuff, but traditional woks are made out of what, Dan?
Well, traditional woks are actually made out of iron, and they naturally are non-stick because you got to season it. So to create a non-stick surface with an iron wok, you need to heat your wok on a high heat until it is literally smoking hot. If you do this at home, you want to make sure that your window's open. Then you add the cold oil to the wok. If you don't get the wok hot enough before adding the oil, the food will actually stick to the wok.
Smoking. And that's the reason why my Chinese food always sticks to my wok. It's not hot enough for sure. No, and not really non-stick. Whoa, action,
All right.
Cooking station number 2, Chef Yuan from Canada has finished those sweet and sour. He's fried those pork with pork real
Those
well.
look beautiful. I'll be interested to see if he puts it back for a second coat. Looks like he might.
He may well do that.
And before that, you notice he's preparing to deep fry kind of these stringy, it looks like these shredded, dried, like a vegetable
rice
or something.
vermicelli bits.
Yeah, exactly. I think he's going to use that as a base for a sweet and sour pork.
Absolutely.
I've seen that a lot. And that's good, too, because, the sauce afterwards, you got a little bit left. Hey, you finish it up with some fried vegetables.
Fried rice, white rice, it all goes down well with sweet and sour pork, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Who's hungry right now? Head over down to the food stores and grab, there's like 20 stores there you can get. Malaysian food, Thai food, Korean food, you name it. It's a fantastic celebration of the best of Asian cuisine in Times Square.
Well, that's right, Kian. I mean, this is Taste Asia, guys, so head on down and try some Asian cuisine.
Absolutely. One of NTD Television's mission is to promote traditional Chinese culture. In addition to the competitions like this, NTD is a proud sponsor of Shun Yun Performing Arts. I'm sure you've heard about it before. The world's premier classical Chinese dance company. And for 5,000 years, divine culture flourished in China. Unfortunately, this cultural treasure was lost during the Cultural Revolution, but through breathtaking music and dance, Shun Yun is bringing it back to life.
Experience the music of Shen Yun. Exquisite Chinese melodies. Classical Western symphony. 5,000 years of culture in one grand concert. Shen Yun Symphony Orchestra. Returning to Carnegie Hall, October 11th. Tickets on sale now.
And welcome back. It looks like cooking station number 2 is frying some of his greens and vegetables right now. Cooking station number 2, Chef Yuan from Canada just finished frying his sweet and sour pork and he's cleaning out his wok. Cooking station number 3 from Canada is sauteing some of those vegetables.
Bok choy.
Absolutely. Now, if you're not so familiar with egg white sautéed with milk, it's kind of like Chinese scrambled eggs with a twist, right?
Exactly, with the twist, because you're basically using egg white and milk, and you're frying it. So is it scrambled? Is it an omelet? What is it? Well, in traditional, in the past, it says that when done right, it should resemble the skin of an ancient Chinese beauty.
The skin of an ancient beauty. I can't wait to give that a try. The scrambled, Chinese scrambled egg. Cooking station number 1. Look at those flames, ladies and gentlemen. The sweet and sour pork really, with that vinegar, really fluffed up those flames, didn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Chef O is sauteing his red and green peppers.
Cooking station number 2, Chef Yuan, he's blending his meat beautifully. It has to be in that kind of one direction, otherwise it's going to end up in little bits and it's going to be not well so scored.
Exactly. In this dish, we have to reiterate, it is extremely difficult to cook correctly.
Very difficult.
You might even actually see the chefs do it once or twice this time.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. Anyways, the nutrition is one of the 2 pillars of traditional Chinese cuisine. The ancient Chinese did not draw a distinction between food and medicine. Chinese science explains that all matter is made up of 5 elements: metal, wood, water, fire, and earth.
And each of these elements correspond to different seasons, organ system, flavor, color, texture, and even emotion, Dan.
That's right. According to traditional Chinese food, it has 5 flavors that corresponds to 5 elements. The sour flavor benefits the liver, spiciness benefits the lung, bitterness the heart, savoriness the kidney, and sweetness the spleen.
So what should we be eating now, given it's kind of like early summer?
Well, excellent question. We talked about bitterness benefiting the heart. Well, in summertime, one's body develops a lot of internal heat, especially in the blood and the heart. So we want to eat bitter things like bitter greens and especially bitter melon.
Absolutely. Cooking station number 1. I love how they just clean their ladles and woks with these kind of like bamboo. And cooking station number 2, he's plating.
Oh,
he's
beautiful.
finished his fried milk.
That.
Fantastic.
Actually, he plated it on the fried rice.
The fried noodle bits, right?
Fried noodle bits, yeah.
You notice he's plating for 2 plates. One bigger plate, and that's going to be for the VIPs over there, the lucky VIPs. He's adding a little bit of
salted ham.
A little bit of ham, I think it is.
Yeah, for flavoring.
Right? That's going to be nice.
Excellent.
And the smaller plate's going to be for the judges. They're going to try that as well.
Adds a little color to the dish as well. That's a beautiful looking dish. I wish we can get some of that here.
I hope they're going to bring some over to us. We're going to need a comment on that as well.
Excellent. And Chef O now, it looks like he's about to do some stir frying as well.
Stir frying as well. Right now, we're going to go over to our news analyst, Ben Hedges, the one and only world famous in Taiwan. Let's check out what he's going to interact with the audience. He's going to be interviewing some of our friends in Times Square. Over to you, Ben.
各位观众、观友们，大家好。Hello, everybody on Times Square. I'm here with a new friend, Teresa. 我在这里跟一个新的朋友 Teresa. Now, Teresa, I understand you're New York born and raised. Is that right?
From the Bronx.
她是一个真正的纽约客. She's a real New Yorker. Now, what are your favorite Chinese foods?
Broccoli with garlic sauce and chicken.
Wow, 她很喜欢中国式的鸡肉. Now, we're going to teach you some Chinese today to help you give a bit of encouragement to our audience. So, 我要教她怎么说加油. So it's very simple. Just 加 and then 油. Can you try that?
加油!
加油. Okay, now let's have a practice. Give some encouragement to our chefs. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 加油! 加油!
加油!
加油!
加油!
Thanks very much.
And welcome back to Taste Asia and NTD6 International Chinese Culinary Competition. The heat is on. It's Battle Canton, sweet and sour pork and fried milk. Dan, have you ever tasted fried milk like this before? Like, this is Chinese scrambled egg. But it's
well, I haven't tasted this round, but in the past years, I've definitely tasted a lot of delicious...
Now, you might have heard that Chinese in particular are lactose intolerant, so they don't really can digest regular raw milk that well. But with this particular dish, because they cook it, it's really nutritious and fresh and can be digested by people of all types of constitution.
Absolutely. Well, we actually just saw a quick shot of the finished dish of sweet and sour pork. It looked great. It looked great. I hope it makes its way over here.
I think I saw right now the judges are scoring this sweet and sour pork. Oh, wow. Wish we could add our 2 cents worth of... give us a try over here. We're starving. Have you had lunch? I haven't had lunch. But anyway.
When culinary Chinese masters talk about balance, Keon, they aren't just talking about balance in flavors. They're talking about bringing balance to our bodies. One of our judges, Chef Luo, says that a great chef always has a diner's health in their best interest.
Really? Now, actually, all traditional disciplines in ancient China come from, the idea that we really refine ourselves by following the Tao all the way, right? To the balance of what? The yin and the yang?
That's right. Balance in yin and yang can encompass balancing heavy foods with light foods, but it's not just finding balance in the food itself. It's using food to help bring you into balance with your environment.
Absolutely, like cooking station number 1, he's got the vegetables.
Oh, look at that.
That beautiful balance between vegetables and proteins, that's the key, ladies and gentlemen. Don't overeat on meat, don't overeat on vegetables, just have that balance. It's always the middle path.
Absolutely, it looks like right now, Chef Chu, he is going to be plating his sweet and sour pork.
Oh, can't wait for that. I mean, sweet and sour pork, it just has that perfect balance of the sweet. You need a little bit of salt in the sweet and sour as well to bring the sweetness out. That's a real key.
Look at this now. Chef Yun is, I believe he's deep frying the pork bits for the second time. It's going to add an extra layer of crispiness.
These are double fried pork bits. That's the key for extra crispiness. Double frying or even triple frying it.
Yeah, the judges will know, They'll know when they take their first bite whether or not it was crisp.
And it's not, you can't be too hard if it's like over fried. You know what I'm talking about. It's terrible.
Exactly.
It's going to remain juicy on the inside.
Definitely. And also, like we were saying before, the key to the sauce is that it's not overly sweet or sour, but has a perfect balance, there's that word again, of both.
Absolutely.
And speaking of the food, everybody, Chinese people believe that mind and matter are of one and the same. If you have a good heart and positive attitude, it will show in your work. Therefore, a good attitude and a peaceful heart help one to make good food.
I couldn't agree more. As a matter of fact, the Chinese character of food comprises of 2 bits. You've got human or Ren up the top, and being a good person down the bottom. That combines to being food. Makes sense, right?
Absolutely.
Your mother was a good person, and she cooked the best food you've ever tasted, I'm sure. Her
Absolutely.
love,
Let's go
energy.
right. Absolutely. Let's go right over to Chef O now. He is firing up his milk and egg. And he's stirring it in one direction, which is good. You don't want to see him going back and forth.
Look at cooking station number 2. Master Chef Yun from Canada flipping those sweet and sour porks and capsicum and pineapple. Who wants a taste of that?
Keon, you think baseball players have big forearms? Check out the forearms on some of these
double the size.
chefs.
I can imagine.
It takes a lot of work to hold his heavy wok and toss it, and imagine them doing it day in and day out. Look at that beautiful dish. Going straight to the chef. Great color. You want to look for a bright color on this dish. Oh, look at that huo chi, which is the wok hei. You could see chef, when he sees a dish, he can tell if it's being cooked right because he can see the inner spirit of a dish right when it's being plated.
Nicely plated when you've got the pineapples around the corner there. I mean, these chefs are looking for texture and taste and presentation as well. It's a combination of everything. And even being sanitary. Now, let's take a look at Chef Chu right now.
Oh, he's
adding
putting
the
in
sweet
the sauce.
Ooh, I can smell that. It looks fantastic.
In addition to putting on this competition, folks, New Tang Dynasty, or NTD, produces award-winning television programs and documentaries.
Now, we recently produced a documentary called Free China. Received a dozen film festival awards. Free China delves into the personal and truly moving experiences of 2 Falun Gong meditation practitioners who escaped persecution in China. I met actually both of them. Both were imprisoned and tortured simply for meditating and believing in truthfulness, compassion, and tolerance. Let's take a look at a Free China campaign video. And welcome back. Cooking station number 1. Master Chef O from United States, Long Island, has just finished plating his fried milk. Can't wait to take a look at that, how that turns out. Cooking station number 2, Chef Yun. He's finished, walks down. Congratulations with 9 minutes and 48 seconds remaining. Cooking station number 3 is just cleaning up his wok, Dan.
I believe Chef Chu is going to start his milk.
His fried milk. Everyone may not have tried Chinese scrambled milk, but it is fantastic. Scrambled milk with eggs. White, only the egg white, no yolk. It's all beautifully white and bubbly and smooth. You're gonna have that milky fragrance of that aroma as well. It's a very key part of making this well.
That's right, and in your mouth it should be smooth, tender, savory. It should have this amazing, Chinese call it a nai xiang, which is a milky aroma.
Very delicate taste.
Absolutely, and it's just a very subtle dish.
Look at the judges right now. They're tasting each of the dishes, nodding and making some comments and scoring. And just in about 20 minutes, stay tuned because we're going to announce the gold winner very shortly. It's going to be exciting. Only 3 finalists for Battle Canton NTD 6 International Chinese Culinary Competition. Right now is our next interesting interaction. Guess what's next, Dan?
Well, we actually have a chopstick competition coming up.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun with CTLE any minute now. Have you heard of Food Paradise? It actually premiered last night, 7:30 on NTD television.
That's right. Oh, well, look at Chef Chu. I think he's also using the bok choy to create the base when he plates his fried milk.
Absolutely. Who loves sweet and sour pork out there? Say yeah, baby. Sweet and sour pork. All right, cooking station number 1, Chef O. He's from actually Long Island, New York, and that was just us right now. All right, cooking station number 3 from Canada. He's firing up his wok to finish off his last dish. Can they finish? 8 minutes remaining.
That's right.
Cooking station number 2, Chef Yuan, is already completed. He's cleaning up his station right now. He's going to be scored on that as well.
Absolutely.
To finish early, you want to clean up real
Cleanliness is one of the things that the judges look for.
Cleanliness is next to godliness, as they say. All right, this is Battle Canton 6 International Chinese Culinary Competition. We have transformed Times Square to Chang'an City, the ancient capital of China. And with us today is none other than Food Paradise's Cece Lee with Chopsticks, Battle, and Ben Hedges of A Foreigner's View of China. Over to you guys.
各位观众朋友们，大家好。Hey, Cece.
Hello, everyone out there. Hi, Ben.
Now, we're here for the most important sporting event of the summer. No, it's not the World Cup. What is it, Cece?
筷子功大赛.
That's right, the Chopsticks Technique Challenge. So, what are we going to be doing here today?
其实今天的规则非常简单，他们只需要把不同的食物从小盘子里夹到大盘子里就可以了。
Well, so what she said, okay? You guys got that? All right, just getting there. So what you got to do, you got to get these little beans or these M&Ms from this plate over to the big plate. And you can only use the chopsticks using correct technique in one hand. All right, and there's a couple of rules. You can't do this, no flicking. You gotta pick them up, proper technique like this. Oh, I can't even do it myself, it's very hard. But I wish you guys good luck, and we're gonna count you in, okay? You ready? You wanna pick up your chopsticks? Okay, 3, 2, 1, go! And we got some good technique from Michael over here. Just getting that yellow.
哇，一粒了！他好像不错哦，这样子是不是有点不公平啊？这位是亚洲人。
可能。Now that's 1 point over here on the left, 3 points on the right. Come on, Michael, you can do it, man.
加油，加油！
Okay, and we're coming up to the end now. 3, 2, 1, and that's it! Whoa, put your chopsticks down, guys. Okay, wow.
他们是平手哎。
Wow, we have a draw. 都得了3分。哇，很厉害。Yeah.
好，所以他们两个都是冠军。
So what we've got for you guys, both of you guys who took part, you're going to get a pair of these souvenir chopsticks. And 还有没有别的奖品？
其实呢， 今天他们每个人都是冠军，所以他们每个人都可以得到一对精美的筷子，还可以得到一个25块钱非常好吃意大利餐厅的餐券。
Wow, we're going to give you a $25 voucher for an Italian restaurant here in the city as well for taking part. So thanks very much, guys, and good luck with your chopstick skills.
NTD, the largest independent Chinese TV network in the US. Based in New York, NTD creates original programs for Chinese Americans. We produce in-depth reporting on China, discussion, authentic culture, lifestyle, health, and entertainment shows. For our audiences, NTD is the #1 source for China news and Chinese culture. NTD is expanding, reaching New York, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Washington, D.C., Houston, and Hawaii through cable and over-the-air channels. NTD is also available online and on digital devices. In addition, NTD connects directly with audiences through live events, delivering face-to-face opportunities for clients that no other network can provide. Our business is helping your business grow. NTD, your solution for the Chinese American market.
And welcome back to NTD Television's 6th International Chinese Culinary Competition, proudly brought to you by none other than the leading independent TV network overseas Chinese. Now, Chef Chu has just finished as well. Look, let's talk about the judging criteria, Dan. Each dish will be judged and scored based on the production process and the quality of the finished food. 3 minutes remaining, ladies and gentlemen. 3 minutes remaining. Exciting stuff. Now, the production process counts only for just 20%.
That's right. The other 80%, of course, is the taste
and texture, right?
And we talk about taste, and taste includes a lot of different things, you know. Is it true to the original taste profile of what the intention of the dish was?
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. And of course, you know, we look at knife skills. It's a very important thing. And speaking of knife skills...
Yeah, a chef's tool is really important to him. A highly professional chef will take care of his tool just like a samurai will take care of his sword.
That's right. One of our gold winners from the past told us that he will always clean his knives, pans, and ladles thoroughly before he starts to cook. He says that this process lets his soul communicate with his tools, and he treats them as basically extensions of his own body.
And right now, cooking station number 3, Chef Chu from Canada is plating his final dish with 2 minutes remaining. He's finishing his fried milk. Looks pretty good there. He's
it looks
plating
pretty good.
With some
yeah,
greens, some bok choy.
He's spending some time to plate the bok choy around the milk. I think he's because he knows there's only about a minute left. But the egg looks really good. It looks fluffy. It looks like it's going to be a winner.
Yeah, I wish we could give it a taste as well. You know, this is a really interesting, really unique dish as well. It's for a special region of Shunde, near the Pearl River Delta. A lot of cows and a lot of great milk there. A lot of fantastic. This dish you really need raw milk. You can't have any 1 or 2% milk. It's not going to come out the way
That's right. You want the right percentage of fat in the milk so it creates the perfect texture and flavor.
And if you're wondering what's going down at Times Square, NTD Television, 6 international Chinese culinary competitions. We have master chefs from all around the world, from Taiwan, from Canada, United States. Right now from Canada, Chef Chu, cooking station number 3 is just a minute remaining. Can he finish?
He's actually firing up another batch.
Another batch. Maybe he's not so happy with the first one.
That's right. I don't know. We'll be interesting to see whether he replaces or he adds it to his original dish. Maybe he feels like the amount isn't enough.
Interesting. Let's see how he's doing. Only
he's
50
definitely
seconds,
racing against the clock right
50
now.
50 seconds remaining. He's got to keep his heart calm. He can't overstir this scramble, otherwise it's going to be a complete mess.
That's right. It already looks like he's getting a little bit nervous as he's stirring it back and forth rather than just one direction.
I don't know how these guys do it. 40 minutes, you know, it's 33 seconds remaining. 33 seconds. 30 seconds remaining. This has been a fantastic first final battle canton, Dan. I can't wait to see the remaining 4 finals.
I cannot wait either, Keon. This has been a great opening round. Beautiful day out today. Everybody should enjoy all the wonderful food around this festival.
Plating, he says plating with 10 seconds remaining.
8,
7,
7,
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
1.
Box down. Congratulations to all the contestants for the first final Battle Canton NTD Television's 6th International Chinese Culinary Competition, brought to you by a lot of our wonderful sponsors. We'd like to thank from T-Mobile, Gunter Wilhelm, Incredible India, Goya, H-Mart, Radiance Tea House, Hell's Chicken, Hatsuhana Sushi Restaurant, Sushi Zen, Royce Chocolates, including also DF Maven's delicious ice cream, Asahi Beer, Qibao Meat Products, Kung Fu Tea, don't you love that name? Kung Fu Tea, Canlo Gourmet Teas, Coco Fresh Teas, Nonya Malaysian Restaurant, Seoul Garden, so many more. Check out all the food stalls to our right. It really is Chang'an City, a blend of all the most wonderful Asian cuisines. We also have a free giveaway. Check this out, everyone. If you want to save some beautiful memories of this amazing event, visit Pica Nova. That's P-I-C-A Nova, Nova.com/Taste Asia. You can get an 8x8 or a 12x8 canvas absolutely free, valued at $46, shipping not included, valid to July 31st. Once again, it's Pica Nova, P-I-C-A Nova.com/Taste Asia. Get a beautiful canvas absolutely free. We have some amazing competition coming up. 4 more finals. We've got Northeastern Shandong, we've got Sichuan and Huaiyang cuisines remaining. We've got the results coming up. Stay tuned.
You know what?
welcome back. What an incredible day. What an incredible battle Canton, Jenny.
没错，刚才我们进行的是广东菜系的比赛，3位选手在40分钟内做出了2道广东菜的经典菜——炒鲜奶和古老肉。
That was sweet and sour pork and fried milk. We had the 2 required dishes. And now let's welcome back each contestant. We're going to ask the judges to make a few comments for each of them.
下面呢，我们的评委要做一些现场点评，所以我们先请来自加拿大的袁国辉大厨上台。
Let's invite the contestants up.
第一位是来自加拿大的袁国辉。
Please welcome.
啊，我们是一个一个上。
Please welcome first Chef Yuan Kwok Fai from Canada.
你好，你好。您是来自纽约的欧超文啊。我们第一个 chef 是欧超文。
I beg your pardon. This is Oh Chow Wen from United States.
Okay, great. 那欧超文您好，我们现在呢是想请评委很快的把您做2道菜点评一下，所以呢我们想先请我们的评委主席曲云强先生来点评一下。Sound for judges, please.
No.
Sound for judges.
Oh, I think it is. Put together.
你好，
German steel.
我们的这个比赛的宗旨一再的强调呢，要尊重传统的烹调技法，在了解传统烹饪技法的基础上，我们不反对改良，但是呢，万变不离其宗。具体来讲呢，你这个2道菜总体上来说都是按传统的手法做的。那么这个古老肉呢，这种甜酸口的东西啊，一个是质感、味感，还有一个这个外形啊，哎，就是说，这个甜酸的东西呢，盐的底口不够的话，就会觉得很淡薄。在一个炸的时候呢，脆感也差一点，也差一点点。还有这个汁呢，有一点不亮，浓了一点点。总体上还是可以，就是差那么一点点，因为受这个条件的限制，还有很多的因素，我们都考虑进去了。总体上古老肉就是这样。那么炒鲜奶呢，肯定是你忙了一点点。粉丝没有，火腿没有，你最起码得有一样，哪怕没蟹肉，有一点火腿，刀工的分能上来，味道也能上来，所以肯定是忙。我想你肯定知道有这些东西，肯定是忘了。稍微老了一点点，蛋清多了一点，哎，这烤的就是这个蛋清水淀粉的比例还有火候，总体上还说得过去，还不错，加油。
So chef
徐老师总结的挺全面的。
I'm sorry. So she has the same comments as Judge Xu.
I graduated from the culinary institute.
都是差不多想法，我们都是基本上都是差不多一致的，就是也能感受到在这种环境下比较紧張吧，会有一些发挥方面的那个。
We feel you may be a little bit nervous.
希望有機會發揮得更好啊 ！OK。
So hopefully next time you'll do better. Thank you, judges. 謝謝評委。
And please welcome Master Chef Yuan Kwok Fai from Canada. Other contestants.
这一位是来自加拿大的袁国辉大厨。那么同样，我们要请评委点评几句。曲云强先生，您请先说。 稍微说短一点。
OK， 这个总体上呢，罗大厨这个看来是经验很丰富，尤其袁大厨哈。
He felt that Chef Yuan is very experienced.
2100号对吧
？Very experienced.
2100对吧？对，他呢总体来说呢，现场经验非常丰富，在炒鲜奶的时候换锅呀，在处理这个方面呢，再一个呢，它的这个口感呐、味感呐，都不错。略微的呢，炒鲜奶，那个稍微的淡了一点点，稍微淡了一点点。古老肉呢，那个汁呢，稍微的有一点点稀。有一点点的稀，总体上来不错。
The sauce is a little bit thin.
不错，好，
But overall
谢谢。
very good. Chef Yang Yi.
这种情况下能发挥出你正常水平的70%，已经非常非常好了。
It's very good if you can do as 70% well as you normally do in this kind of condition.
不错不错，能够这样发挥已经算是很不容易了。
I agree. It's very good. 谢谢各位评委，谢谢袁国辉。这个能不能 work？
And please welcome Chu Ruhong from Canada.
这一位是来自加拿大的屈汝雄大厨。那么同样，我们要请评委来点评几句。
这位大厨呢，简单的讲哈，总体不错。那个炒鲜奶啊，粉芡稍微多了一点点。
The milk, the sautéed milk has a little bit
有一点点的粘牙。 古老肉呢，还有那个炒鲜奶啊，这个辅料不要大于主料。尽量的要突出主料。古老肉呢，这稍微的呢也是底口差了一点，显得就是有一点缺一点什么，总体上还可以。好，谢谢。
But overall, pretty good.
很不错，发挥的很不错。因为这种环境下嘛，各种原因都会造成选手的失误。我觉得能做成这样的水平已经很不错了。
Under this kind of condition, it's not easy to be able to do it so well.
你们又代表加拿大，又代表了中国厨师，能够这样发挥真的不容易。感谢你们为中国菜做出贡献。
I'd like to thank you all the way from Canada coming here. 谢谢评委，谢谢。
And now the moment we've been waiting for. Whose cuisine shall reign supreme? Who will be crowned NTD's 6th International Chinese Culinary Competition Emperor Chef for Battle Canton? Jenny?
下面大家等待的时刻就到了，我们马上就要公布广东菜系比赛的金奖。那么 Kian 手里这个信封呢，就有金奖获奖者的姓名。
We have the results on hand, and we're going to pass it over to the master calligraphist, Li Jun, to write it out and display it to everyone.
我们的书法大师李军会把金奖获奖者的姓名写在 写在这个宣纸上。好，他看清楚了名字了，那么他现在就要开始。 Well, it's pretty big brush pen here.
Beautiful.
Any 大家再耐心一点，马上我们就可以公布我们。
Any minute now. It's truly a piece of art. Can you read backwards? All right. Almost done. The last stroke. Wonderful.
Wow. It's beautiful.
It's going to make the final adjustment. Okay, not yet. And the winner is... And the winner is for Battle Canton Chef Yuan Kwok Fai from Canada. Congratulations! Gold prize, $5,000. Congratulations! Wonderful! How wonderful is that? Congratulations to Yuan Kwok Fai of Canada.
袁大厨，我们现在要请您说几句话，请问您现在心情如何？跟我们分享一下。
很紧张啊。是啊。
He's still nervous. 对，袁大厨要是说广东话，可以会说的。你会广东话可以啊 ？You know Cantonese?
Yeah, of course.
Or translate.
緊張，有啲緊張啊！
係啊係啊！
恭喜恭喜！
多謝晒。
Thank you everyone. Very excited.
Thank you.
Now let's present him with the medal, the gold medal, the Emperor's Chef gold medal, and some lovely flowers. Thank you. And we have the chairman of the board of NTD Television, Li Zong, to present the award. Thank you.
下面我们请新唐人董事会主席李宗先生来颁奖。金奖获奖者会有$5000的奖金。
Another round of applause. Congratulations once again.
祝贺！
And now, let's bring up Silver Prize medalist, Master Chef Chi Ruhong from Canada. Well, congratulations, come up. And honorable mention goes to Simon O from United States. Come up on.
下面我们请这一轮比赛的银奖屈辱熊大厨，还有这一轮比赛的优胜奖欧超文大厨。
Congratulations. And honorable mention, thank you, Simon O.
好，那我们请我们的董事会主席李宗先生为我们的银奖获奖者屈辱熊大厨来颁奖章。那么银奖获奖者会得到$2000的奖金。
That's right, $2,000 prize money and some beautiful flowers.
祝贺祝贺！
Congratulations. And finally, an honorable mention to Simon O from New York.
第3位是来自纽约的欧超文，请李宗给他这一束花。
Another round of applause. And
谢谢。
We also have a special prize for all our contestants from Gunther Wilhelm Knives, makers of the world's finest kitchen and cutlery and cookware. A 12-piece cutlery set designed for the ultimate culinary experience. We have it over there, I believe. It's a fantastic set of knives. It's so heavy, we can't present it to them right now. They're going to get it probably mailed to them. Once again, thank you to our sponsors, Gunther Wilhelm.
我们的赞助商给每一位参赛选手都有一个礼物，一套西式的刀具。 大家看在桌子上摆，因为太重哈，我们事后再会给我们的每一位选手这一套西式刀具。我们的那个大厨们在做中餐之余呢，如果想学一下西餐，可以用这个刀具来做。
Jenny said if they want to take a break from cooking Chinese food, they have the best cooking utensils.